I'm cruising down the highway one summer afternoon, my careless day took a terrible turn for the worst. I was on my way to a baseball game in a neighboring town when I got a phone call that still chills me to this day. With a trembling voice, my sister informs me that our dad is having a heart attack. At that very moment, he was on his way to the hospital to undergo a very dangerous surgery that would hopefully save his life. My heart dropped to the floor. My whole body began to shake and my hands began to sweat. I quickly turned the car around and rushed home to meet my sister where we would head to the hospital together. My mind was all over the place, thinking the absolute worst. I could possibly lose my dad. My dad was 48 years at the time. I've only ever known my dad to be a hardworking, caring, selfless man. He is a farmer and he has always put his all into his job. He's a fairly fit man who, up until that day, enjoyed smoking cigarettes. There are many reasons why I love my dad. Not only is he a hardworking, kind, loving, and supportive man, but he has always made sure that I know that he is proud of me. When my sister and I arrived at the hospital, we were greeted by our family members, also anxious and scared. I felt the anxiety in my chest rise as every minute ticked by that we hadn't heard from the doctors. Many long, painful minutes went by. Then, finally, the doctor entered the waiting room. He told us the great news that my dad was going to be okay. As tears streamed down my face from joy, I began hugging my family members. I couldn't believe he was going to be okay. To say I was caught off guard by this scary incident would be an understatement. You never really expect things like this to happen out of the blue, and you never know if it could happen to someone you love. Always be grateful and appreciative of the time you have with those who are close to your heart.